Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Storm from Yassit and welcome back for a brand new episode of the Gran Turismo Try Guide series. In today's episode, I'm going to be driving on one of the most iconic tracks. I'm talking about Lago Maggiore and its Grand Prix layouts. And for today's episode, I'm going to be driving the McLaren 650S GT3 from 2015. But without further ado, let's get into the track guide. So I'm now standing on the start-finish line. We're just maybe to 120 meters away from turn 1. I'm going to be heading towards turn 1. Basically, you want to be braking just after the 100 meter boards. You want to be braking right there, braking in a very nice straight line. And start turning at this point, let's say, approximately. And really just going for a very nice line. Taking quite a lot of curb on the inside. And then braking around here. Maybe just a little bit later. Before going into turn 2, which follows immediately turn 1. It's a left-right, which is very tight. Exiting turn 2, you really have to make sure that you use all the track available and really getting back on power as early as you can. At the exit, you immediately want to be heading towards the right-hand side of the track and really position your car on the tarmac zone, because turn 4 will give you the momentum for the second straights. As you can see, opening up the corner very nicely. And then you want to position your car this way on the curb. You really have to put your car and your two wheels in between the white part and the curb, just so you have a very nice braking. Hit the curb again, eat it quite a lot, and position your car the same as we did for turn 3. That's absolutely crucial. And make sure that you get on the power as early as possible, because as you can see, as soon as you exit, you have this beautiful straight line. This is absolutely crucial to get a very good exit out of turn 4. As you can see, this corner seems to be very tricky, just by the looks of things. You really have to be perfect on the braking. This is absolutely crucial. If you're not perfect on the braking, first of all, you're going to lose time. That's one possibility. But the other possibility is that you may run wide. You may run wide. You may clip the grass. And if you do clip the grass, either you're lucky and you're able to control the car and you will just slightly go wide. And if you're not lucky, basically the problem is you're going to spin. As simple as that. You're going to spin. If you ever clip the grass like this, because of the shape of the corner and the braking zone, which is very, very stressing for the left tires, your car is going to spin dramatically and it will be the end of the race. So, going into turn 5. As for turn 3 and turn 4, you want to be using, again, quite a lot of curb. Having a very, very nice line. Turn 6, let's consider that smoking to the right, turn 6. For turn 6, you can either stay tight or go very wide. So you can either really be very tight. So both lines are correct. It's all down to your preference, whether you want to stay tight or not. Now going into turn 7. This is the beginning of the very wiggly section of Sector 2. As you can see, we have a left-hander, then a right-hander, and then another left-hander, and then another left-hander, and then a right-hander. So from basically the exit of turn 5, turn 6, to the end of the S's, and basically the first corner of the third sector, it's going to be almost fully on the power. Basically, you will brake just a little bit going into that corner. So basically, you want to be braking just right here. This is my braking point. And you want to be braking pretty hard at the beginning, but rapidly decreasing the braking application. And trail braking just a little bit. At this point, you will be likely in 3rd or 4th gear. And from this point, you'll be full in the power till the first corner of the third sector. So again, use quite a lot of curb. There's a possibility that you may run a little bit on the grass. And then from this point onwards, you will be full in the power. So just make sure that you have a very nice line. Using quite a lot of the curb so you can open up the corners as much as possible. Gaining some momentum. Using all the track available. And really trying to minimize the steering angle. That's gonna, if you do all that very nicely, you will gain a lot of time through that section. Probably a tenth and a half. As you can see, the track is very technical. Now going to Sector 3, as you can see, there's a lot of track. It really feels like you're on a roller coaster. You have to use that to your advantage. For the first corner of the third sector, as you can see, we're going very much uphill, so you can brake later. Basically, for this kind of corner, given the shape, it's almost like a hairpin, probably a 35 to 40 degree banking. So that's gonna help you a lot carrying a lot of speeds. 50-meter board on the left hand side, up in the air. You will use that as your reference for the braking point. And basically what you will do is brake around here. I'm on soft tires, so I can brake really, really, really late. So that is your braking mark. And you want to be braking as straight as possible. And then make sure to go for a mid to late apex. So like this. And then going for a very late apex and using, again, quite a lot of curb. Just watch out on the exit. And this is really crucial. Because again, you will be fully on the power from this point to the first corner of the fourth sector for roughly 10 to 15 seconds. So around here, if you ever clip the gravels ever so slightly, you will lose approximately a tenth. And I'm not even kidding, you will lose approximately a tenth, which is a lot, especially when you're fighting against some of the best drivers in the world. If you do that mistake, which surprisingly is easy to make, it is absolutely crucial to make sure that you do not hit the gravel on the exit. If you do, your lap is over and you have to go for another one. Then going through a flat out left-hander. No difficulties about that corner. The same for the one that follows. A right-hander. Maybe the only difficulty that I can point out is when you're following a car. Because obviously with this cam, I'm pretty low. And the last sector is actually quite technical. Obviously you have the 50-meter board, but you're not braking at the 50-meter board. You're braking slightly before. So you'll be braking from 5th gear down to 3rd gear basically. Use again quite a lot of curb, but not too much. Basically what you have to do is to position your car this way and do not clip the grass. That's absolutely crucial. Especially with MR cars. And really going as far as possible, as far as possible on the curb on the outside. It is really, really crucial to nail the curves. As I said, really make sure they have the nicest exit possible. With that car, you may want to short shift up to 3rd gear for the throttle application, just to make sure you're not going to lose the car. And then for this one, again, use the curb just to have less steering angle. That's going to maybe get you 20 thousandths of a second, but still that's absolutely crucial. And then for the last corner, want to be braking on the curb just before the 50-meter board on the right hand side, maybe slightly later. And then what you have to do is to eat the last curb. You want to position your car this way on it. As you can see, I'm fully on the curb, but you're not going to take any penalty. So you really have to use that curb in order to first get the car rotated, then keeping more momentum through the corner, and then making sure that you can really smash the throttle as early as possible. I would advise to really stay within the white lines, because you won't really have time. If you have dirty tires exiting the last corner, you won't really have time to clean them. So it is crucial to not run too wide, especially as if you ever clip the grass, then again you may spun and you may hit the wall on the exit of the last corner. It's one of the longest tracks in the game. So yeah, very long lap, very technical. But as you can see, if you really practice a lot, you will be up there and you will be a master of Lago Maggiore. So this is it for today's episode, guys. I really hope that you did enjoy. If you did, do not forget to drop a like to the video and subscribe to the official Yassi YouTube channel. And I will see you guys in the very next episode of the Gran Turismo Track Guide series. Until then, I will see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.